friends, today I'm going to tell you the story of God's Wish. Once upon a time, there lived a king who had a very wise and intelligent prime minister. One fine evening, the king was standing in the balcony of his palace and enjoying the beautiful view of his garden. Suddenly, a strong wind blew and the doors of the balcony closed with a bang. Unfortunately, the king's finger came between the doors and was cut. The king was in unbearable pain. When the prime minister heard of the accident, he rushed to the palace to see the king. Instead of consoling the king, he said, "Your Highness, whatever happens, happens for the good." When the king heard these harsh words of the prime minister, he flew into a towering rage. He ordered his guards to arrest the prime minister and imprison him. The king appointed a new prime minister. One day, the king, along with his new prime minister, went on a hunting trip. When they reached the forest, he spotted a beautiful deer and they began to chase it. Soon they reached deep into the forest and lost their way. Now it so happened that some bandits living in the forest were looking out for some men to offer them as a sacrifice to their goddess. When they saw the king and the prime minister, they caught them and took them to the temple of the goddess. The king and the prime minister were in big trouble. They knew that there was no way they could save their own lives. The bandits believed that they could make a sacrifice of only a complete man. So the chief of the bandits examined the king and the prime minister. When the chief saw that the king had lost a finger, he said to his men, "Let this man go. He does not have a finger, and so he is not a complete man. Our goddess will not accept the sacrifice of such a man." The king was set free. After wandering in the forest for 2 days, the king at last reached his kingdom. As soon as he entered his palace, he ordered his guards to release the prime minister from the prison. He then called him to his court with great respect and honor. As soon as the prime minister entered the court, the king warmly embraced him. He then narrated the story of the bandits to him. The king asked prime minister to forgive him for his mistake. He honored him by once again making him the prime minister of his kingdom. The prime minister said, "Your Highness, whatever happens, happens for the good." So this is the story of God's wish. And if you can, so please like, share and subscribe. Bye.